This is the new DC dual control Mendip Churchill 5 and it's
flaming curved glass, isn't it?
Oh no! Your arch nemesis. Hi, I'm Gabriel. My family have been manufacturing, designing and selling stoves over 3 generations. This channel is devoted to all things stove and fire related. We make reviews, information videos and how-tos. Check them out and leave me a comment. And if you'd like to see more, please like and subscribe. The Mendip range has been around for a while now, and their most popular stove has always been the Woodland, which I reviewed here. It's a company I'm fond of as they are based just down the road from me around the Mendip Hills, hence the name. This new version has a far nicer cast iron door rather than the old steel door. It also has a proper cast iron log retainer rather than the slightly strange scoop retainer that they had before. As with all the other Mendips, it has a static grate and ash pan, which means that you push the ash down rather than riddling it. It has a really well designed and easily fitted and removed Defra kit, and optional convection panels, which as always work superbly well. This one obviously has a log store too. Currently they only make the Churchill 5, but this new DC or dual control version will eventually spread across the whole range of Churchills and Loxtons, etc. Direct tech, it's very, very simple. Just 4 little screws on the back, and then you've got a little 80mm spigot for a pipe to go on. We start with a couple of small logs on the base. I love a log store. It just feels more fun. Maybe it's just that I'm boring and have loads of stoves that don't have anything exciting about them. Oh, I shouldn't really say that, should I?
Probably not.
But the log store is cool. So, a few logs in the base as always, and then some kindling. Leave the door just ajar and pull out all the air vents. All in all, it took about 15 minutes to get up to temperature. The stove now comes with this squarer glass, which not only gives you a bigger viewing area, but in my eyes also looks nicer. It's also Defra approved, eco-design ready, and it runs at 81.1% efficiency, so it's very, very clean. I also like the curved design, which it's always had, but it just means that the fuel is further away from the glass and you get less disruption or stuff falling against the glass and disrupting it. So yeah, always runs clean. It comes with a glove, which you will need because the handle does get hot. They've switched from this sort of pull-up handle to this twist handle, but it's got a nice roller catch and works really well. And it's a Mendip that you don't get problems with spillage on. I haven't got any smoke coming out into the room, so that's working really well. The biggest changes are to the main air controls. Previously you had a little bottle opener that seemed to do lots of things and was very complicated. You can watch my Woodland review to see that if you're interested. But the new control is miles better. So we've got an air control for the air underneath, and obviously once you've got your stove up to temperature, you just completely close that off and forget about it really. And then you've typically got your secondary control, which is air down the glass to keep things running cleanly and hot. But you can close that down to prolong the burn. And as you can see, it properly does its job now. But you've then got a third control, and the idea behind this is that you can set this. You probably want to live with the stove for a couple of weeks and get a feel for where you want to place it, if I've got enough control or if it's not running clean enough. You just adjust this third control to get it right. For me, I've got plenty of draw, so I want to just completely close it. And it's this third control hidden right underneath. And if you pull it out, then you will close the air holes, or partially close the air holes at the back. And once you've done that, then you can achieve an overnight burn or extra long burn times. So when you close it down now, it's very, very quick to do exactly what it's told. And you can see a tiny bit of air bleeding in from the back, but there really isn't much, it's just a few little bits. And this is how you can achieve a very long burn. As I'm sure you're aware by now, we test the fuel economy of stoves on a single net of kiln dried logs. And this Mendip does not disappoint. It actually runs overnight. It's the first Mendip I've ever used that could run overnight really well. And also, when we were testing it on the nets of logs, we could get between 8 and 11 hours on a single net. So it performed well above average there as well. This is the first Mendip that I've found really genuinely rewarding to use in my own life for me. It's not perfect, obviously. The way the controls are, there's like a sort of extra shelf that comes out. It's a little unnecessary, and just another space to clean. And I'm sure that every installer out there would love some little feet on the bottom of their stove so they stop scratching the hearts. But Mendips always look nice, and this stove is, as I said, so rewarding. It does what I ask of it, and it still has all the features that Mendip are traditionally good at. It's really tough, heavy built, fantastic convection systems. They always run clean. There's absolutely no doubt, for me, this is the best stove they've ever made.